Hi, my name is Jim, and I'm bringing you this video all the way from the metropolis of Benton City, Washington. I have something to show you. What we have here is a 2018 Tesla. Almost a full 8 years of ownership and driving. And if we take a little peek inside, look, that's pretty good shape. Looks everything nice in there, almost brand new. If I look on the front, again, everything looks pretty brand new. Down here, the driver's seat, a couple stitches are broke because I weigh 260 pounds. I've been getting in and out of that seat for almost 8 years. But what's more interesting about this car is look at this. This Tesla has over 450,000 miles. Still has original battery. And for those of you who would question this, let's go look at the odometer. Okay, I'm back inside the Tesla. Let's check out the odometer. I press this button here. I press software here. And look at that. Holy cow. 451,000 miles. More than that, almost 452,000 miles. And I have full self-driving software 12.6.34. And I sure wished I had hardware for a computer, because I'd like to get that version 14's full self-driving. Out of that 451,000, I'm sure I contributed 400,000 miles on FSD. I'm very, very sure about that. And I got another thing to show you. I'm going to show you my fancy spreadsheet here, how much I've saved. And the car cost me about $35,000. And I'm comparing it with a Ford F-150 Lariat pickup. And these are just rough numbers here. And here's what I paid extra. I got a long-range battery. I got full self-driving. That's another $8,000. And total costs without government incentives are $52,000. And with government incentives, it was $44,000. So I'm going to keep the government out of that. Let's say there's no government incentives. So it'd be $52,000. And I'm using this number because the Tesla and the Ford Lariat truck cost both about the same in 2018. So that's the reason I'm comparing the two of them. Now we get down maintenance costs. You can see, the pickup truck is going to need a brake flush, Serpentine belt replacement, transmission oil replacement, rear end oil replacement, brake work, oil changes, antifreeze changes, and probably around 300,000 miles according to Ford website. It's probably going to need an engine rebuild. Over here in the Tesla side of the column, I never had any brake work, never had an oil change. There's no Serpentine belt to replace. I never had transmission oil change, no rear end oil change. I'm really surprised about that. Never had it to the brake job, never had a brake job on it. And so I've saved quite a bit of money. Now, I did have to replace a charging port that on the pickup truck, you don't have to do that. So I charged myself $900. That's about how much it cost. I had the chiller replaced. I don't think I really needed to have it replaced. They're trying to fix something else. And they thought, well, maybe replacing the chiller would fix it, and it didn't. And what fixed my problem was a clogged chiller heat exchanger that only cost about $87. I mean, $87 to fix. So that's quite a savings there from now on. And a couple other things. I got total maintenance about $2,197 in the 8 years I've owned this car. That'd be $2,197 to drive this car 451,000 miles. Now, if I had a pickup that bought the same price as the car, I'd be in it for about $29,000 of total maintenance. Here's energy. For the 451,000 miles, it cost me roughly $21,400 for energy costs. And if I drove the pickup 451,000 miles, it cost me $97,422, almost $100,000. They're buying gas. I can't believe that. Now, for total cost to buy and drive without government incentives for my Tesla, $75,000. For the pickup, $161,000. I can't. So I saved a total $85,000. Look at that savings there. I could go buy another Tesla. I could almost buy 2 Teslas for the amount of money I've saved. And I really want a Model Y with hardware 4 and full self-driving. And I'm just waiting for this car to break, and it won't break. I don't know what's going on. Original battery. And it's just an amazing piece of technology. Thanks for listening.